All right, Susan, you have got to come try this salad. It is so good. In the last segment, Chef Mayo actually showed us how to put this superfood salad together with some amazing dressing, but now you're cooking up what you call the forbidden rice,
yeah,
or risotto.
It's a risotto made with forbidden rice instead of your typical, risotto rice, which would be arborio or carnaroli or something like that.
So it's not risotto.
It's the risotto style.
Okay.
Okay. So black rice cooked in the risotto style.
Okay, and this is it, huh? This is the forbidden rice.
That's the forbidden rice. And the legend is that back in ancient China, it was so healthy that it was reserved for the emperors and nobility and things like that. So
okay.
The regular Joe couldn't eat it, but we're fortunate now that we can.
But now we're all regular Joes, aren't we?
That's right.
All right, how are we going to start?
Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you make any risotto is start by sweating a little bit of onion in olive oil.
Okay, you've already chopped up some white onion.
I have chopped up the onion.
Okay.
And you know, the trick to sweating something and not getting any color on it is to add salt early. So whenever you want to sweat something, you add salt early. And what that does is it takes some of the liquid out of the vegetable, and it keeps the oil from browning it too much.
Really?
Really. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you want to just get this going, and you're actually going to cook the onions until they're totally soft.
And also kind of a lower heat, not too high, too, right? I always have a tendency to turn my stove up too high.
Yeah, always medium-low heat, and get the salt in early, and you won't have any problems browning your onions.
Okay, all right. Okay. So you've got those sweating.
We got those sweating, and once they're soft, you're going to want to add your rice. And we're going to actually toast the rice in a bit of olive oil, too. And so what this does is, as you cook risotto, the rice releases a little bit of starch and makes it creamy and delicious. But by sweating your rice first, it helps seal the grain so that it doesn't turn to mush in the end. We're not looking for porridge, we're looking for, a nice risotto with a slightly creamy texture.
Okay.
And so we're just going to let this sweat for a little minute. And now the risotto technique is to add a little bit of broth bit by bit. So this happens to be vegetable stock. You could just as easily use chicken stock or water for that matter.
Okay.
But you want to add just enough to cover the rice. And you're going to cook it until it's completely absorbed.
And again, you've got it on really low heat, so do you really need to stand there and,
No, that's one of the myths about risotto is that you have to stand there and stir it for a half hour.
Right.
You don't. All you want to do is make sure that your rice doesn't dry out all the way.
Okay.
And from time to time, go in and kind of stir things through.
So you might need to be adding more broth to it.
Yeah, we're going to add almost all of this broth, which is about 4 times the volume of rice.
Okay.
We're just going to add it in stages, and what that does is it allows us to perfectly control the texture of the rice.
Okay.
And we don't have to worry about it getting overcooked or undercooked or anything like that.
And how long does this process do you expect it to take? And you had, what, about a cup in there? A cup of rice,
so
or?
We're probably going to add more broth every 3 minutes for the next 20 minutes or so.
Okay. Well, we don't have that long.
Right.
You have actually 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Well, when we come back, we can finish up the dish, and I'll show you. At the restaurant, we plate this with halibut and some vegetables. We're going to do it completely vegetarian today.
Okay.
And we'll show you how we finish it up.
All right. So besides the chicken broth.
This is vegetable stock.
Oh, vegetable. Oh, I thought I had you. Darn.
Right.
All right, you're good. You're good. All right, so we're going to continue to let that cook. We'll keep it here on the stove. And then when we come back, Chef Mayo is adding a few other really fresh ingredients, including...
We have some marinated artichokes and heirloom tomatoes and fresh herbs and things like that.
All going into the forbidden rice. That's still ahead.